America's nicest hospice hospital is on Long Island Sound in Branford, Connecticut. Bed competition is intense. To qualify, you need to have a terminal disease in its final stages. When Mom applied, she topped the list. They call patients after a bed opens up and give them an hour to accept or pass. This means going to bed every night wondering if it might be your last night at home. The first morning after applying, Mom was offered a bed, but she turned it down. From the nurse's reaction, this wasn't a reply they heard often. Mom wasn't emotionally ready. She hadn't yet told all of her friends and family she was considering hospice. It was really important for her that people knew she was actively choosing hospice, that she was still in control and not her cancer. She'd endure pain at least a day longer to help others process their emotions. That night, after all her calls were done and the bags were packed, I tried to give Mom space to process the meaning of the decision she might make tomorrow, that this could be her last night at home. My mind raced with different scenarios for what she must be thinking, my heart heavy as I imagined what she was doing and feeling. Was she lost in thought, crying, soaking in her surroundings one last time? Maybe flipping through our baby books kept by the bed, reflecting on her life and legacy. I went to see. She was immersed in the TV, relaxed. "What are you doing?" Her answer crushed me. Clearing out the DVR to record shows while she was gone, as if this was just another short hospital stay on her path to recovery. I wish I had walked away and let her enjoy the pain-free distraction. But I was shocked. That's how you want to spend your time? Suddenly, the absurdity dawned on her. She looked down. "No, I guess not." "Well, is there anything I can get you? Is there anything you want to see? Maybe the photo albums?" "No. I'll just rest now." I asked myself, does she really understand what is happening? Is this really her choice? Were we pushing her to accept hospice too soon? Mom awoke that night in a panic, as she had every night lately. When disoriented, she often mistook her oxygen tube for her glasses and wrapped them around her ears, making it harder to breathe and increasing the panic. I unwrapped the oxygen tubes. "Chris," she moaned, "we made a terrible mistake. The hospice. We made a terrible mistake." She'd been in a constant state of anxiety for weeks. Panic was her new normal, but this was different. Her breaths came shorter, the fear overwhelming. I held her hand. "Okay, I'm here. Everything will be okay. They'll call tomorrow. You'll get in." "No, we made a mistake." She repeated it over and over. "Do you want an ambulance?" I asked, knowing it would do no good, that her last 2 rides had only been frightening and painful. "No," she gasped. "The hospice." There was nothing I could do. I desperately hoped she would get another offer in the morning, that she'd fall back asleep, and that she'd wake up. In the morning, another bed opened, and this time Mom accepted. I wondered, was this a choice or a reaction to whatever happened last night? What was that? A nightmare? A panic attack? The feeling of death? Before we could leave, a visiting nurse had to drain excess fluid from Mom's lungs. She pulled me aside. "It's good Mom's going to hospice. The fluid we pulled was almost all blood. Your mother is very sick. Time to go." It was an hour's drive. Though offered an ambulance transfer, Mom insisted on riding in her own car, which I highly disagreed with. I filled her seat with blankets and pillows, yet each bump and turn caused excruciating pain. She cried and moaned constantly, driving up my own anxiety. I've never heard her like this. Can she survive? Should I pull over? Don't get in an accident. My God, what if I get in an accident? Why is she so stubborn? Does she really understand what is happening? We finally arrived, and I understood. Mom wasn't a patient being transferred. She was checking herself in from her own car on her own terms. After being admitted, we met the pain specialist who heard how much medicine Mom was on and for how long, and how we struggled to keep it all straight. She touched Mom's shoulder and said, "You've done amazing getting to this point. You shouldn't have to work so hard to manage your pain. I'm here now to take that burden." Mom mined, picking up a heavy bundle and dropped it in the doctor's lap, then burst into tears. Deep sobs she'd been holding on to for so long, unwilling to give up control to her emotions and to reality. At that moment, I knew beyond a doubt Mom understood exactly where she was and what she was doing. She'd made her own decision on her terms. A few minutes later, as morphine kicked in and her eyelids grew heavy, a therapy dog walked in. Mom lit up. She loved animals. She pet the dog, who gave her kisses and said, "I love you. We're going to be good friends." The first words of her final chapter.